Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Asmi, and today I'm gonna do a video which I generally don't do on my channel. This is not really something that I'm known for, and neither is this the type of content that I produce. But today I'm gonna be talking about Nykaa. Now, before I begin with this video, I want to make it very clear that I'm not trying to cancel Nykaa. This is not a cancel video. I'm not trying to promote cancel culture. I'm just trying to hold brands accountable for what they do. And Nykaa in general has just been doing so many wrong things. It's one thing to be doing one thing and the consumers overlook their mistakes, but to be so discriminating, all sorts of messed up things, it's just really wrong to me as a consumer, and which is why I'm making this video. So just want to make it clear out there, if Nykaa does rectify their mistakes in the future, and if Nykaa does decide to become an inclusive brand which is very holistic and which accepts all sorts of influencers and stops exploiting them, then I probably will purchase from them, but that is not happening anytime soon. So a few weeks ago I actually did a few IG stories on my Instagram. I will leave a link to my Instagram in the description box down below, and there's probably going to be a Nykaa expose highlight, but I did an Instagram rant about Nykaa and their policies and what I was facing. And yesterday I actually came across a video. It was on my recommended page and it was by this girl called Sara Sarosh. Now Sara made a whole video talking about how she faced problems with Nykaa as a content creator, as an influencer, and how Nykaa pretty much exploited her as an influencer. And she also mentioned how her friend, Just Deep as he goes by on his Instagram, um, he was also exploited by the brand as a whole. But all of that and more information you can find out in Sara's channel, where she talks about the problems she faced as an influencer. I'm going to be talking about is Nykaa, what Nykaa means to me and what Nykaa did to me as a consumer. I personally do not identify as a beauty influencer. I don't identify as an influencer at all, but especially in the beauty category, I feel like I don't really make videos which are beauty related, and I have never partnered with Nykaa, and I probably won't do so in the future as well. What I'm going to be talking about is just me as a consumer, the problems that I faced, why I won't be purchasing from Nykaa probably ever again. Let's get on with the video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the thing that my Instagram story was about, and that is reselling makeup. Now, if you want to go, you can go ahead and check that Insta story. As I said, it will be linked under Nykaa expose on my Instagram. But what Nykaa basically did, to put it in short, as the gist of it, Nykaa purchased the makeup product from another website and resold it to its consumers. Now, on the surface of it, it does not really look that wrong, but what ends up happening is that some other company is paying for all the imports of that product, because the product which I did buy, which is the Nicka K lip oil, was in fact made in America, I'm pretty sure, and they had to pay import charges for that product. And what Nykaa ended up doing is they bought it from Hoke Makeup, which is another smaller brand, and they bought it from Hoke Makeup and resold it on their website, which to me is just wrong on so many levels. Let's not even go there. What ends up happening is basically Hoke is paying for all the import prices and Nykaa does not pay for any import prices. And I know, like, a lot of people would say like Hoke Makeup is the official website. Hoke Makeup is the official website for Makeup Revolution and Makeup Revolution only, but not for brands like, Nicka K or LA Girl or LA Pro, all of these other brands which are imported as well. It's not the official brand for them. They do pay customs, they do pay duties, and it's just so wrong for Nykaa to basically buy products off of them and then sell them without actually having to pay any customs. Okay, so going along the same lines of my Instagram story, Let's talk about Shreya Jain and the drama. So Shreya, actually, if you guys don't know, Shreya Jain is this huge beauty YouTuber. She's one of the first major beauty YouTubers of India, and she's initially why I started shopping at Nykaa, which is why when I found out about this controversy, my heart basically broke. Shreya came out a few years ago on her Instagram again, talking about how she had been working with Nykaa for about a year and a half and she hadn't been paid, which is so wrong considering, if you guys know, Shreya has been very active on Nykaa TV. That is their official channel on YouTube, and Shreya constantly posts, sponsored videos, to an extent where Shreya actually started getting hate for posting sponsored videos, and she lost a bunch of viewers just because she used to constantly come out with all these Nykaa sponsored posts. And knowing that she went through all of that, knowing that she went through all of that hate, knowing that she lost so many viewers, Nykaa still did not have the basic decency to actually be paying her after a whole year and a half. And after she came out on her Instagram story, a lot of fans went under fire and they started telling Nykaa that you have to like pay her, and I think that's when they paid her, like after all the fans stormed Nykaa's Instagram page. And I actually addressed this on my Instagram story a few weeks ago, as I said, and Shreya actually viewed that story and she did not object to it, which just like solidifies my point that that is basically what happened. Because I've been watching Shreya since like 2014, and I know that she's somebody who will not tolerate people saying rubbish about her and rubbish about the whole situation that she had with Nykaa TV. And safe to say, after that, Shreya has distanced herself from Nykaa as a brand itself. Yes, she still does reviews, yes, she's still on their PR, but she is pretty much distanced herself from the whole brand itself. Okay, so the next point, and this was just weird to me, Nykaa always calls itself an inclusive brand, yet I'm pretty sure in May of 2020, and make sure when I say May of 2020, Nykaa brought out a bunch of posts literally endorsing fairness, and it came out with all these posts talking about how to have fairer skin and radiant skin. And knowing all of the controversy that Fair and Lovely was already going through, Nykaa just should not have done it. Nykaa came out with all of these fairness posts while claiming to be an inclusive brand, an inclusive beauty brand, and that to me is just so wrong considering Nykaa always boasts about its, like shade range with foundations and concealers, and that is just very offending to the consumer because that's just contradicting in my opinion. Okay, so the next thing which I found out basically recently is that Nykaa hiked up their delivery fee charges. So if you guys have been like on Nykaa for a very long time, you know that Nykaa offers free shipping at 500 rupees, and if you cannot meet that 500 rupee requirement, they ask you to pay 50 rupee fee for delivery charges. And that was a very good amount to pay, and I feel like you can always order a bunch of things to meet that 500 rupee criteria. But recently I found out that Nykaa has hiked up their price and now they charge 100 rupees for delivery, and their minimum requirement for free delivery is 1,000 rupees, which I think is so weird considering they had no reason to do that, considering they were able to provide free shipping with 500 rupees only. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is their high-end product bias. Now, I have personally felt that Nykaa has a bias towards high-end products in the past, I won't say a lot of years. Like when Nykaa initially started, it was all about these brands like LA Colors and NYX maybe, and in fact at one point they even sold ELF, which I was really happy about. But in recent times, Nykaa has pretty much become like Sephora to be very honest with you. Like right now, if I log on to their app, I still have their app on my phone, I see like all of these. There's MAC, there's Smashbox, Bobbi Brown, Huda, Clinique, Too Faced, Estee Lauder. And to an average consumer like me who really, like, there's just all of these huge brands, like they don't even talk about their products on the homepage anymore. It's just these huge brands and they always offer really shitty discounts pardon my French, but really shitty discounts on all products. Like, I haven't seen a good discount on Nykaa for so long, and I believe that that's why initially they started attracting all of these customers, because they used to have these huge sales. So if you've been like a makeup addict, or like somebody who likes makeup for a very long time, you know that initially we used to buy products off the counter. You know, like in shopping malls and things like that, they would have these counters of like brands like Maybelline and Color Bar, and you'd buy things off the counter. And the whole reason why the whole consumer market shifted to Nykaa is because they had these huge sales where they would give things off of like minimum 30% off. Like, I've never seen any discount on Nykaa back in, like, I'm talking about 2017, which was under 30%. That was like their minimum discount rate. And right now Nykaa is having their hot pink sale, which, if you guys have been here for a very long time, you know that hot pink sale was everything. There were two major sales that Nykaa had, the hot pink sale and the Diwali sale. And safe to say, there's no good discounts. Like, I'm looking at these products and nothing is on a good discount. There's no good discounts on any products. And also Nykaa has allegations that they sell fake products, which is just, you know, there's so many videos you will find on YouTube where people are talking about how they receive fake products from Nykaa. And I personally have never had fake products from Nykaa, but Nykaa is not doing a good job with maintaining their reputation, let's just say that. Having said the high-end product bias, let's talk about the fake resolutions that Nykaa made on New Year's. So Nykaa has never really been a very eco-friendly brand, but Nykaa jumped on the eco-friendly bandwagon in 2020. All brands were making resolutions that they were going to go eco-friendly in 2020, and Nykaa was no different. Nykaa actually came out. I'm going to put up an Instagram post of Nykaa and their captions. So Nykaa came out on like 1st January, I'm pretty sure, saying that we're gonna have eco-friendly packaging from now on, which was true for like January and January only. I'm pretty sure I ordered something from Nykaa in January 2020, and they did come with that, you know, mesh cardboard thingy that they have as a replacement for bubble wrap. But after that, I don't think anybody has seen the side of that cardboard meshy paper thing. And Nykaa wastes so much packaging. Like, every time they send me something, it's wrapped in like 3 layers of bubble wrap, which is amazing. That's great packaging, but to be very honest, a little Body Shop lip butter with plastic packaging does not need 4 layers of bubble wrap. Let's just be real here. And to top that off, let's talk about the biggest scam that Nykaa has ever played with us, which is the Privé membership scam. Now, if you're somebody like me who has shopped a lot from Nykaa, and I mean a buttload from Nykaa, you know that you have the Privé membership. I don't really remember how they used to give out the Privé membership, but I'm pretty sure you had to like order a certain amount in an year, and they would give you the Privé membership. And apparently, according to Nykaa, they would give you exclusive notifications about sales, and as well as a free birthday gift. Now, that is what attracted my eye. They said that they would give a free birthday gift, right? So when I initially, as I said, I've been on Nykaa for like a very long time. So you're supposed to order something during your birthday month, and it comes with a free birthday gift. Now, initially Nykaa used to send, I'm pretty sure, the Nykaa bling pouch. I did receive one of those Nykaa bling pouches as my birthday gift, right? And here's what happened recently. So when people started seeing that Nykaa gives out these bling pouches, right, a lot of people started ordering a lot from Nykaa, my sister included. They ordered a lot from Nykaa expecting a birthday gift during the birthday month, and they ordered a lot during the birthday month to receive that birthday product. And Nykaa gave out, and hold your horses, okay, after spending so much money on Nykaa and them claiming to give you a birthday gift, Nykaa gave out their own sheet mask, a single sheet mask, which is also manufactured by Nykaa, which basically means they did not have to pay anything for it, right? So if Nykaa sells those sheet masks at mostly buy one get one rates, which means per sheet mask it's 50 rupees, and they're still making profit off of it, they're practically selling something which costs like 20 rupees as a birthday gift, and that to me is just insane. Like, just don't give me a birthday gift, don't lure me into this Prime membership thing if you cannot really afford to give me a proper, you know, at least a product on my birthday. And that's Nykaa for you. Now, having said that, let's talk about alternatives for Nykaa. I majorly shop from Hoke Makeup, as I said. Hoke Makeup and Purple are my two go-tos. There's also a bunch of other sites that other people have listed. I will link them in the description box down below, so you can go ahead and give them a try. Other than Hoke Makeup and Purple, I have yet to try those, so I'm not really going to, you know, advocate for them. But Hoke Makeup and Purple have amazing delivery and amazing offers. Both of them have amazing offers, and they give 100% authentic products. I've never faced any problems with their customer complaints, which is again another complaint for Nykaa. Nykaa has really bad customer care services. But yeah, Purple and Hoke are two websites that I really trust. Other than that, again, as I said, those will be linked in the description box down below. Other than those websites, I'd say try buying things from the original websites. So if you want to buy, I think Lakme has their own website, Color Bar has their own website, and Sugar has their own website. I'm yet to find out if other brands have their own websites, but for now these are the three brands that I know which have their own websites. And Sugar again has amazing offers on their own website. There's a bunch of exclusive offers that Sugar only offers to their own website, so you can go ahead and buy things from there. But yeah, that's all I had to say or like talk to you guys about in this video. Again, as I said, this is not a cancelling video. I'm not trying to cancel Nykaa. It's just these are the things that really affected me as a consumer and made me stop buying a lot from Nykaa. I was a huge, you know, rep of their brand, and I really liked their brand as a whole. I really even enjoyed the products that Nykaa came out with. But having said that, if they don't want to take the consumer seriously, if they are not going to pay attention to customer care, and if they're not really going to respect the customer itself, there's no point in buying from a brand that really does not care about you. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found this informative, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All my socials will be in the description box down below, so you can go ahead and check those out. And yeah, bye.